Sub Nautica Bro here. Nautica Bro here. Sub Nautica
Hey
Bro
guys,
here.
and welcome back to another video of Dragon's Rise of Berk. And in today's video, well, we are going to be doing a market review on the March market. Now, I am a little late, but that's just because I've been busy the past couple of days with some stuff. But generally, I think the market this season is fine. If you just want my complete and honest reaction to the market this season, I think it's a decent market. I don't think it's worth getting the Alpha Pass. If you were wondering about that, I'm probably not going to get the Alpha Pass, if you were wondering. I just don't think it's very much worth it this season. The season's kind of more of a on the weaker side, but it's still a pretty nice season. And I still do have a plan for what I'm going to get. But yeah, okay, number 46. So yeah, let's collect some fish, and then we'll get right into the market review. Some more polished amber. And bewilderbeast, no. Must be green death then. And of course we're slowly working on getting screaming death. Slowly but surely. Oh, 130 raw amber. I will take that. Yeah. And then let's open our pack, and then we'll get into the market review. Today's probably going to be a shorter video. We're probably just going to do the market review. Just because, as you guys can see, I'm getting extremely close to Toothless level 100, which is what I'm working towards. So, complete. Oh, okay, that gives a bunch. So that I can do premium, like get premium packs in that, because I think that would be really good. But I guess let's just get in the market. So, we have the decorations again. Nothing good. I wouldn't really recommend getting any. The clover bed does look pretty nice, but that's about all I'd say. For our costume, we had Woodworker Stormfly, which the aesthetic on it is pretty nice, but because if we come over here and look, yeah, I like the tail bit. I think the tail bit looks nice, but other than that, all it really does is boost wood, so I don't think it's very good. I would not go for it. For rares, we have Grim Gnasher, which is actually one of the better rares that I've seen in the market lately. So I would recommend, if you're an extremely early game player and you can only get like 2,000 to get Grim Gnasher, because he is good and he is pretty easy to train. But yeah, so if you're a new player, get him. If you're not, and you haven't have him unlocked, I'd say get him. Gobstinker, he's actually not bad. I wouldn't recommend him. I'd just recommend Grim Gnasher, because at the end of the day, Grim Gnasher does collect for longer. And I get it, you do go on about every 6 hours if you're trying to get your packs, but still, I'd still recommend Grim Gnasher for an early game player. And next we have Bone Shedder, which is kind of in between them, except Bone Shedder is really hard to train, so I think he's pretty cool. I wouldn't recommend him though. And now we're getting into the like more expensive. You have to be a little bit later in the game, and that starts with the Winged Warden, which he's really hard to train and he's not super good. So unless you want him for unique factor, because he's a unique wind striker, but I still wouldn't recommend it. I guess let's go to Chompers. So he is the exclusive to Dragon Riders. And guys, it is not worth it. Save your points. Save them. This guy is just, he's not worth it. Too hard to train that. And then we have Bandit, which has doo-doo stats. Hard to train. The only reason you would want him is because he's a unique. And I'm pretty sure he shows up in the show. I'm not quite sure if it's this armor wing, but yeah. The only reason I would get him is for his unique factor. And Stroker. That sounds really weird when I say it, but yeah. He is pretty good on fish. I would actually recommend getting him because he's pretty good on fish and he's a unique. But if you save up only 900 more, you can get Morphalerion, which is what I'm gonna get. He's a pretty good premium. I'm gonna say that he has pretty good stats, but I love Change Wings and I think he looks really good. So I'm getting him design wise, but I'm also gonna train him since he has pretty good stats. So that, if you guys are wondering, Morphalerion is what I'm going for. He is what I'm going to get and save up for. And now let's talk about the season bounty. Of course, you have your runes, your amber, and your decorations. But we start with Death Gripper, which is actually an extremely good rare. And yeah, if you get him, that's good early game. Then Gem Breaker, which is... he's decent because he's easier to train, but he does do less. And for less time, so he's a little bit worse than Death Gripper. But for early game, I could see he being a little bit better just because he's easier to train up. And then for our exclusives, we have Maelstrom, which is decent. I like his design, but that's about it about him. Then we have Grunt Hunter. If you don't go on the game very often, he's pretty good for wood and fish, I guess, but that's only if you don't go on the game often. Like, if you go on the game maybe once a day, he's pretty good because he'll collect for that whole time, but that's about it. Very niche. Then we have Foul Howler. If you are one of those, I brought it up earlier, and you come on like every 6 hours to get your pack, he would actually be pretty good. Yes, he's super difficult to train, but he's really good for, like, because he's just under 6 hours, so I could see him being good for those types of players. And now the new ones. First, we have Silver Phantom, which will probably come out for Light Fury or Toothless searches, like all of the other ones from Dragon's 9 Realms have. And he's not very good stats-wise, but like looks-wise, he looks elegant and really cool, and I like that. But I think, yeah, I would not recommend going for the packs if you just want him, because he will definitely come up later. Then we have Droplet, which is actually extremely good because anywhere between like 10 and 14 hours is like a really good collection rate. He's hard to train, but he looks pretty cool. Has a time of 20 or like 20 million. He gets 13 hours. Not bad. Rain Cutter statue. There's not many good rain cutters, but it would be nice to add. Then you have Twig Digger, which you're probably not gonna get. That's extremely low odds. But if you do, I mean, he's a nice premium. He goes for a long time. He's kind of like Grunt Hunter, 1 day, 6 hour. He's worse than Grunt Hunter. I guess you would want him since he's a premium and he's also easier to train, but Grunt Hunter is just easier to get. So yeah, my recommendations are, for early game players, Grimnasher and Gobstinker. If you want, go for the 3 uniques. The only one I'd really recommend is Strokor. Morphalerion is pretty good, and I'm going for him because I like him. And overall, if you like these guys in the packs, go ahead, get them. I don't much, but if you guys do, go ahead. And now let's go to here and see. Nope. Okay, here we go. So we have Droplet, Silver Phantom from the packs. You have Dune Worm, which is in the collection of the time of making this video. I'm not going to get him, but yeah, he's in there. And the last one, and my favorite, is Freezer Burn. He's not too good stats-wise, but his design is so nice. And if we go under events, yeah, Freezer Burn is coming. On exploration, I really think Freezer Burn and Spring Wing's pretty good, so I'd recommend going for those two. Or exploration. And then for collections, I'd recommend going for St. Patrick's Toothless, just because he is a costume, and costumes are pretty good, even if they're not super good, because they generally have niches. Pouncer likes mud. I'll probably go for it just because eventually I'll get Team Pouncer, and that'll be good. But for now, it'll be useless. And then the thawfest hen, I'm getting it because it's a chicken, and that's about it. But yes, that's... Ooh, so I'm going to collect you just so that we can send you out for iron. So yeah, that's my overall take on the market. Now tell me what you guys are going for in the comments down below, because I would love to hear. And yeah, let's see. I'd love to hear what you guys are going for. So yeah, tell me what you're going for down in the comments below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.